Welcome to Wrexham! If you could define friendship in one sentence, what would it be?
No,
that's an awful idea.
I think I would say presence, like being there for people.
I think I probably would say trust.
Someone that you enjoy hanging out with and that you can be yourself around.
You can talk to a friend sometimes more than you could probably talk to your family member because you don't unbug them.
Feeling like you can kind of say anything and not be judged and really kind of be yourself with people around you. I think that's like so important to a strong friendship.
Yeah, and in my opinion, friendship is about having people to talk about your issues, like deep issues. Obviously, there's some stuff that, you know, if you want to keep it to yourself, that's fine. But I feel like having friends, you know, it makes you more comfortable of sharing open stuff that normally you wouldn't be wanting to share with, like, you know, random people. So.
When you're put on the spot, putting into words what a friend is can be tough. But like many of the Wrexham crew pointed out, a friend is someone you really click with. You care about them and they care about you in return. You've got each other's backs and really enjoy spending time together.
It's the glue that holds society together, because having close friends is proven to make life better. Research shows that having close friendships leads to better health and more happiness. And with friends by our side, we get to enjoy all the awesome things that life throws at us. And when life gets tough, we know they've always got our back.
Now, hear us out. We're not saying that we need friendship to survive, like we need water, food, or social media. But since friendship has been proven to be vitally important for our well-being, we think it's worth exploring some questions. Like, where does the desire to share our life with others even come from? Or, how can I be a better friend?
Mayday.
The interesting thing about friendship is that it's universal for all cultures and corners of the world. But what's also interesting is that friendship takes on different shapes depending on what stage of life we're in. So for instance, back in the day when we were kids, it was simple. You find someone fun to play with and you're sorted.
But as we move through primary school, things can start to get a tad more complicated. Friendships can feel like roller coasters, moving faster than the latest online trends. The people we hang out with start to influence how we see ourselves, stirring up questions about our identity and where we fit in.
By the time we get to high school, it's like our friendship group has become a squad of mirrors, reflecting who we are and where we belong. That's why there's so many different groups. You've got the sporty crew, you've got the arty group, you've got the gaming geeks, you've got the emo bunch, anime enthusiasts. It's all about finding your tribe and rolling with it.
As we grow older, we start to figure out who we are. And we might start seeking friends who complement us rather than mirror us. We're talking about the ones who challenge us, push our boundaries, but still get us, you know?
Nice shot.
Now for the sciencey part. It's proven that when we spend time with our friends, whether it be chatting or playing sports or just chilling, our body releases a chemical called endorphins. And those chemicals put us in a really good mood. In fact, study has shown that some of the happiest people in the UK and Ireland are happy because they have really strong social bonds and friendship connections. But let's be honest, finding true friends like that can be really tricky.
Now here's the thing. We all know that good friends make life way more awesome. Some folks are saying that we're currently living in a friendship famine. With our lives becoming increasingly digital, we're spending heaps of time online connecting with people. Sure, it's good in the moment, but Are we missing the value of face-to-face connections?
There's this growing concern because of the explosion in technology that we've become more focused on how many friends we've got rather than the depth of relationship that we have with a select few.
How'd you feel being beaten by me after that hole-in-one?
I mean, it was lucky.
There was a hole-in-one, the camera saw it.
I feel like my friendships have changed so much over the years. Like when I was younger, I used to spend loads of time just like in the park, and that was okay with my friends. But now I feel like it's all organised activities all the time. Like, how do you think your friendships have changed over the years?
I think there is that sort of process of, going from just seeing people at school every day to having, to organise to meet up, when you all live across the country. But also, I feel like my friendships are a lot deeper now than they used to be. Like, we've all been through stuff together, we've been there to support each other. We know, like, the things that we found difficult, and actually to be able to support each other and pray for each other. And that is really, it's been a brilliant change to see.
Nice shot.
Yeah, has the, depth of friendship changed with time, or?
Yeah, especially my friends from secondary school, and now that obviously we don't go to the same secondary school, same college, we go to different colleges, so we don't see each other every day. But with the help of social media, we're able to keep up with each other and check on each other all the time. So I think the friendship has gotten a lot deeper as we've gotten older.
I think that you go from 5 days a week in school to then not seeing people as much. It's few and far between. You have a few close friendships that are deeper and you can talk about stuff with, but you might not see them as often. Like, I have a best friend that I've had since I was 7. Might not see her all the time, but as soon as I see her, it's the exact same as before. And actually, the friendships that I have now have been through hard times with me, but are deeper and funner because I know that I can trust in the highs and lows.
Tell me this, how do your close friendships affect you?
So for me, I think now, growing up, I've got a good set of close friends that I do look up to. They've got some good set of values that I look to replicate in my life. So they affect me in that they make me want to be better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What are some of those things that you look up to?
Their generosity, their kindness, their love. So those are a few of the things.
Oh, that's special. Have you ever told them that?
Boys don't tend to tell them that, but I do jokingly, but
yeah.
They know that I love them. So.
Yeah, well, now it's on camera.
Yeah.
When I mentioned earlier that friendship isn't necessary to survive, I was borrowing from the wisdom of someone much wiser than me on this topic. The renowned author C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art, like the universe itself." That sounds a bit deep and a tad bleak, but of course, this isn't the full picture.
C.S. Lewis went on to write, "Friendship has no survival value, yet rather it gives value to survival." You see, we could go through life eating, drinking, sleeping, studying, just surviving without friends. But let's be honest, it'd be a pretty lonely ride. Life just hits better when it's shared. There's a certain magic when we click with people. It's like we're made for connection.
The God whom C.S. Lewis loved, the same God we encounter in the Bible, reveals that we were designed precisely for this purpose. The Bible explains that we were crafted for friendship, for profound and meaningful connections with Him and with one another.
It's fascinating to explore the Genesis creation story, how God meticulously makes pairs that both rely on and complement each other. From the sun and the moon, morning and evening, day and night, sea and dry land, plants and animals. It's all about balance and harmony.
And when it came to humanity, we were no exception. God fashioned us just like all those harmonious pairings that came before us. God even made it crystal clear when he said, after he formed the first human, it is not good for man to be alone.
This desire for connection, it isn't just some whim. It's woven into the fabric of our existence, etched into our DNA. Now picture this. In the creation story, the God of the universe is walking through the Garden of Eden with the first humans, delighted to have created them, overjoyed to call them friends.
Well, if that's the case, if the God who created friendship wants to connect with you, wouldn't it be worth finding out what that looks like?